The Complete Works of William Shakespeare by William Shakespeare. Act 4. Enter Gower. Gower. Imagine Pericles arrived at Tyre, welcomed and settled to his own desire. His woeful queen we leave at Ephesus, unto Diana their votaress. Now to Marina bend your mind, whom our fast-growing scene must find at Tarsus, and by Cleon trained in music's letters, who hath gained of education all the grace, which makes her both the heart and place of general wonder. But, alack, that monster envy, off the rack of earned praise, Marina's life seeks to take off by treason's knife, and in this kind our Cleon hath one daughter, and a full-grown wench even ripe for marriage rite. This maid hight Philoten, and it is said for certain in our story, she would ever with Marina be. Beat when she weaved the slided silk with fingers long, small, white as milk, or when she would with sharp needle wound the cambric, which she made more sound by hurting it, or when to flute she sung, and made the night bird mute that still records with moan, or when she would with rich and constant pen veil to her mistress Dian, still this Philoten contends in skill with absolute Marina. So the dove of Paphos might with the crow vie feathers white. Marina gets all praises, which are paid as debts, and not as given. This so darks in Philoten all graceful marks, that Cleon's wife, with envy rare, a present murderer does prepare for good Marina, that her daughter might stand peerless by this slaughter. The sooner her vile thoughts to stead, like Arida, our nurse, is dead, and cursed Dionysa hath the pregnant instrument of wrath pressed for this blow. The unborn event I do commend to your content, only I carry winged time post on the lame feet of my rhyme, which never could I so convey, unless your thoughts went on my way. Dionysa does appear, with Leonine a murderer. Exit. Scene I. Tarsus. An open place near the seashore. Enter Dionysa with Leonine. Dionysa. Thy oath remember, thou hast sworn to do't, 'tis but a blow, which never shall be known. Thou canst not do a thing in the world so soon, to yield thee so much profit. Let not conscience, which is but cold, inflaming love I thy bosom, inflame too nicely, nor let pity, which even women have cast off, melt thee, but be a soldier to thy purpose. Leonine. I will do't, but yet she is a goodly creature. Dionysa. The fitter, then, the gods should have her. Here she comes weeping for her only mistress' death. Thou art resolved? Leonine. I am resolved. Enter Marina with a basket of flowers. Marina. No, I will rob Tellus of her weed to strew thy green with flowers, the yellows, blues, the purple violets, and marigolds, shall as a carpet hang upon thy grave, while summer days do last. Ay me! Poor maid born in a tempest, when my mother died, this world to me is like a lasting storm, worrying me from my friends. Dionysa. How now, Marina? Why do you keep alone? How chance my daughter is not with you? Do not consume your blood with sorrowing. Have you a nurse of me? Lord, how your favors change with this unprofitable woe! Come, give me your flowers ere the sea mar it. Walk with Leonine. The air is quick there, and it pierces and sharpens the stomach. Come, Leonine, take her by the arm, walk with her. Marina. No, I pray you, I'll not bereave you of your servant. Dionysa. Come, come, I love the king your father, and yourself, with more than foreign heart. We every day expect him here. When he shall come and find our paragon to all reports thus blasted, he will repent the breadth of his great voyage. Blame both my lord and me, that we have taken no care to your best courses. Go, I pray you, walk, and be cheerful once again. Reserve that excellent complexion, which did steal the eyes of young and old. Care not for me, I can go home alone. Marina. Well, I will go, but yet I have no desire to it. Dionysa. Come, come, I know 'tis good for you. Walk half an hour, Leonine, at the least, remember what I have said. Leonine. I warrant you, madam. Dionysa. I'll leave you, my sweet lady, for a while, pray, walk softly, do not heat your blood, what? I must have a care of you. Marina. My thanks, sweet madam. Exit Dionysia. Is this wind westerly that blows? Leonine. Southwest. Marina. When I was born the wind was north. Leonine. Was so? Marina. My father, as nurse said, did never fear, but cried good seaman, to the sailors, galling his kingly hands, hailing ropes, and clasping to the mast, endured a sea that almost burst the deck. Leonine. When was this? Marina. When I was born, never was waves nor wind more violent, and from the latter tackle washes off a canvas climber. Ha, says one, wold out? And with a dropping industry they skip from stem to stern, the boatswain whistles, and the master calls and trebles their confusion. Leonine. Come, say your prayers. Marina. What mean you? Leonine. If you require a little space for prayer, I grant it, pray. But be not tedious, for the gods are quick of ear, and I am sworn to do my work with haste. Marina. Why will you kill me? Leonine. To satis. Fy my lady. Marina. Why would she have me killed now? As I can remember, by my troth, I never did her hurt in all my life. I never spake bad word, nor did ill turn to any living creature. Believe me, la, I never killed a mouse, nor hurt a fly. I trod upon a worm against my will, but I wept for it. How have I offended, wherein my death might yield her any profit, or my life imply her any danger? Leonine. My commission is not to reason of the deed, but do it. Marina. You will not do't for all the world, I hope. You are well favored, and your looks foreshow you have a gentle heart. I saw you lately, when you caught hurt in parting two that fought. Good sooth, it showed well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come you between, and save poor me, the weaker. Leonine. I am sworn, and will dispatch. He seizes her. Enter pirates. First pirate. Hold, villain! Leonine runs away. Second pirate. A prize! A prize! Third pirate. Half part, mates, half part, come, let's have her aboard suddenly. Exeunt pirates with Marina. Re-enter Leonine. Leonine. These roguing thieves serve the great pirate Valdez, and they have seized Marina. Let her go, there's no hope she will return. I'll swear she's dead and thrown into the sea. But I'll see further, perhaps they will but please themselves upon her, not carry her aboard. If she remain, whom they have ravished must by me be slain. Exit. Scene 2. Mitylene. A room in a brothel. Enter Pander, BWD and BOULT. Pander. Bolt. Bolt. Sir? Pander. Search the market narrowly. Mitylene is full of gallants. We lost too much money this mart by being too winchless. Bod. We were never so much out of creatures. We have but poor 3, and they can do no more than they can do, and they with continual action are even as good as rotten. Pander. Therefore let's have fresh ones, whatever we pay for them. If there be not a conscience to be used in every trade, we shall never prosper. Bod. Thou sayest true, 'tis not our bringing up of poor bastards, as, I think, I have brought up some 11 BOULT. Aye, to 11, and brought them down again. But shall I search the market? Bod. What else, man? The stuff we have, a strong wind will blow it to pieces, they are so pitifully sodden. Pander. Thou sayest true, they're too unwholesome, O conscience. The poor Transylvanian is dead, that lay with the little baggage. Bolt. Aye, she quickly pooped him, she made him roast meat for worms. But I'll go search the market. Exit. Pander. 3 or 4,000 check-ins were as pretty a proportion to live quietly, and so give over. Bod. Why to give over, I pray you? Is it a shame to get when we are old? Pander. Oh, our credit comes not in like the commodity, nor the commodity wages not with the danger. Therefore, if in our use we could pick up some pretty estate, 'twere not amiss to keep our door hatched. Besides, the sore terms we stand upon with the gods will be strong with us for giving over. Bawd. Come, other sorts offend as well as we. Pander. As well as we. Aye, and better too, we offend worse. Neither is our profession any trade, it's no calling. But here comes Bolt. Re-enter Bolt, with the pirates and Marina. Bolt to pirates. Come your ways. My masters, you say she's a virgin? First pirate. Oh, sir, we doubt it not. Bolt. Master, I have gone through for this piece, you see, if you like her, so, if not, I have lost my earnest. Bawd. Bolt, has she any qualities? Bolt. She has a good face, speaks well, and has excellent good clothes. There's no farther necessity of qualities can make her be refused. Bawd. What is her price, Bolt? Bolt. I cannot be baited 1 doit of 1,000 pieces. Pander. Well, follow me, my masters, you shall have your money presently. Wife, take her in, instruct her what she has to do, that she may not be raw in her entertainment. Excellent Pander and pirates. Bawd. Bolt, take you the marks of her, the color of her hair, complexion, height, her age, with warrant of her virginity, and cry he that will give most shall have her first. Such a maidenhead were no cheap thing, if men were as they have been. Get this done as I command you. Bolt. Performance shall follow. Exit. Marina. Alack, that Leonine was so slack, so slow. He should have struck, not spoke, or that these pirates, not enough barbarous, had not o'erboard thrown me for to seek my mother. Bawd. Why lament you, pretty one? Marina. That I am pretty. Bawd. Come, the gods have done their part in you. Marina. I accuse them not. Bawd. You are light into my hands, where you are like to live. Marina. The more my fault to 'scape his hands where I was like to die. Bawd. Aye, and you shall live in pleasure. Marina. No. Bawd. Yes, indeed shall you, and taste gentlemen of all fashions, you shall fare well, you shall have the difference of all complexions. What? Do you stop your ears? Marina. Are you a woman? Bawd. What would you have me be, and I be not a woman? Marina. An honest woman, or not a woman? Bawd. Ma. Rry, whip the gosling, I think I shall have something to do with you. Come, you're a young foolish sapling, and must be bowed as I would have you. Marina. The gods defend me. Bawd. If it please the gods to defend you by men, then men must comfort you, men must feed you, men stir you up. Bolt's returned. Re-enter Bolt. Now, sir, hast thou cried her through the market? Bolt. I have cried her almost to the number of her hairs. I have drawn her picture with my voice. Bawd. And I prithee tell me, how dost thou find the inclination of the people, especially of the younger sort? Bolt. Faith, they listened to me as they would have hearkened to their father's testament. There was a Spaniard's mouth so watered, that he went to bed to her very description. Bawd. We shall have him here tomorrow with his best ruff on. Bolt. Tonight, tonight. But, mistress, do you know the French knight that cowers I the hams? Bawd. Who, Monsieur Verolles? Bolt. Aye, he offered to cut a caper at the proclamation, but he made a groan at it, and swore he would see her tomorrow. Bawd. Well, well, as for him, he brought his disease hither, here he does but repair it. I know he will come in our shadow, to scatter his crowns in the sun. Bolt. Well, if we had of every nation a traveller, we should lodge them with this sign. To Marina. Pray you, come hither a while. You have fortunes coming upon you. Mark me, You must seem to do that fearfully which you commit willingly, despise profit where you have most gain. To weep that you live as ye do makes pity in your lovers, seldom but that pity begets you a good opinion, and that opinion a mere profit. Marina. I understand you not. Bolt. Oh, take her home, mistress, take her home. These blushes of hers must be quenched with some present practice. Bod. Thou sayest true, I faith so they must, for your bride goes to that with shame which is her way to go with warrant. Bolt. Faith, some do and some do not. But, mistress, if I have bargained for the joint, BAWD, thou mayst cut a morsel off the spit. Bolt. I may so. Bod. Who should deny it? Come, young one, I like the manner of your garments well. Bolt. Ay, by my faith, they shall not be changed yet. Bod. Bolt, spend now that in the town, report what a sojourner we have, you'll lose nothing by custom. When nature framed this piece, she meant thee a good turn, therefore say what a paragon she is, and thou hast the harvest out of thine own report. Bolt. I warrant you, mistress, thunder shall not so awake the beds of eels as my giving out her beauty stirs up the lewdly inclined. I'll bring home some tonight. Bod. Come your ways, follow me. Marina. If fires be hot, knives sharp, or waters deep, untied I still my virgin knot will keep. Diana, aid my purpose. Bod. What have we to do with Diana? Pray you, will you go with us? Exeunt. Scene 3. Tarsus. A room in Cleon's house. Enter Cleon and Dionysia. Dionysa. Why, are you foolish? Can it be undone? Cleon. Oh, Dionysa, such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon ne'er looked upon. Dionysa. I think you'll turn a child again. Cleon. Were I chief lord of all this spacious world, I'd give it to undo the deed. A lady, much less in blood than virtue, yet a princess to equal any single crown o' the earth I the justice of compare. O villain Leonine! Whom thou hast poisoned too, if thou hadst drunk to him, 't had been a kindness becoming well thy face. What canst thou say when noble Pericles shall demand his child? Dionysa. That she is dead. Nurses are not the fates, to foster it, nor ever to preserve. She died at night, I'll say so. Who can cross it? Unless you play the pious innocent, and for an honest attribute cry out she died by foul play. Cleon. Oh, go to. Well, well, of all the faults beneath the heavens, the gods do like this worst. Dionysa. Be one of those that thinks the petty wrens of Tarsus will fly hence, and open this to Pericles. I do shame to think of what a noble strain you are, and of how coward a spirit. Cleon. To such proceeding whoever but his approbation added, though not his prime consent, he did not flow from honorable sources, Dionysia. Be it so, then, yet none does know, but you, how she came dead, nor none can know, Leonine being gone. She did disdain my child, and stood between her and her fortunes. None would look on her, but cast their gazes on Marina's face, whilst ours was blurted at and held a malkin not worth the time of day. It pierced me through, and though you call my course unnatural, you not your child well-loving, yet I find it greets me as an enterprise of kindness performed to your sole daughter. Cleon. Heavens forgive it! Dionysa. And as for Pericles, what should he say? We wept after her hearse, and yet we mourn. Her monument is almost finished, and her epitaphs in glittering golden characters express a general praise to her, and care in us at whose expense 'tis done. Cleon. Thou art like the harpy, which, to betray, dost, with thine angel's face, seize ith thine eagle's talons. Dionysa. You are like one that superstitiously doth swear to the gods that winter kills the flies, but yet I know you'll do as I advise. Exeunt. Scene 4. Enter Gower, before the monument of Marina at Tarsus. Gower. Thus time we waste, and long leagues make short, sails seas and cockles, have and wish but furt, making, to take your imagination, from bourne to bourne, region to region. By you being pardoned, we commit no crime to use one language in each several clime where our scenes seem to live. I do beseech you to learn of me, who stand I the gaps to teach you, the stages of our story. Pericles is now again thwarting the wayward seas attended on by many a lord and knight, to see his daughter, all his life's delight. Old Helicanus goes along. Behind is left to govern, if you bear in mind, old Ascaeans, whom Helicanus late advanced in time to great and high estate. Well-sailing ships and bounteous winds have brought this king to Tarsus, think his pilot thought. So with his steerage shall your thoughts go on, to fetch his daughter home, who first is gone. Like motes and shadows see them move awhile, your ears unto your eyes I'll reconcile. Dumb show. Enter Pericles at one door with all his train, Cleon and Dionysia at the other. Cleon shows Pericles the tomb, whereat Pericles makes lamentation, puts on sackcloth and in a mighty passion departs. Then exeunt Cleon and Dionysia. See how belief may suffer by foul show, this borrowed passion stands for true old woe, and Pericles, in sorrow all devoured, with sighs shot through, and biggest tears o'ershowered, leaves Tarsus and again embarks. He swears never to wash his face, nor cut his hairs, he puts on sackcloth, and to sea he bears a tempest, which his mortal vessel tears, and yet he rides it out. Now please you with the epitaph is for Marina writ by wicked Dionysia. Reads the inscription on Marina's monument. The fairest, sweetest, and best lies here, who withered in her spring of year. She was of Tyrus the king's daughter, on whom foul death hath made this slaughter. Marina was she called, and at her birth, Thetis, being proud, swallowed some part o' the earth. Therefore the earth, fearing to be o'erflowed, hath Thetis birth-child on the heavens bestowed, wherefore she does, and swears she'll never stint, make raging battery upon shores of flint. No visor does become black villainy so well as soft and tender flattery. Let Pericles believe his daughter's dead, and bear his courses to be ordered by Lady Fortune, while our scene must play his daughter's woe and heavy well-a-day in her unholy service. Patience, then, and think you now are all in Mytilene. Exit. Scene V. Mytilene. A street before the brothel. Enter, from the brothel, two gentlemen. First gentleman. Did you ever hear the like? Second gentleman. No, nor never shall do in such a place as this, she being once gone. First gentleman. But to have divinity preached there! Did you ever dream of such a thing? Second gentleman. No, no. Come, I am for no more bawdy houses, shall'st go hear the Vestals sing? First gentleman. I'll do anything now that is virtuous, but I am out of the road of rutting forever. Exeunt. Scene 6. The same. A room in the brothel. Enter Pander, BWD and BOULT. Pander. Well, I had rather than twice the worth of her she had ne'er come here. Bawd. Fie upon her. She's able to freeze the god Priapus, and undo a whole generation. We must either get her ravished, or be rid of her. When she should do for clients her fitment, and do me the kindness of our profession, she has me her quirks, her reasons, her master reasons, her prayers, her knees, that she would make a Puritan of the devil, if he should cheapen a kiss of her. Bolt. Faith, I must ravish her, or she'll disfurnish us of all our cavaliers, and make our swearers priests. Pander. Now, the pox upon her green sickness for me. Bawd. Faith, there's no way to be rid on but by the way to the pox. Here comes the Lord Lysimachus disguised. Bolt. We should have both lord and loun, if the peevish baggage would but give way to customers. Enter Lysimachus. Lysimachus. How now? How a dozen of virginities? Bawd. Now, the gods to bless your honor. Bolt. I am glad to see your honor in good health. Lysimachus. You may so. 'Tis the better for you that your resorters stand upon sound legs. How now? Wholesome iniquity have you that a man may deal with all, and defy the surgeon? Bod. We have here one, sir, if she would but there never came her like in Mitylene. Lysimachus. If she do the deed of darkness, thou wouldst say. Bod. Your honor knows what 'tis to say well enough. Lysimachus. Well, call forth, call forth. Bolt. For flesh and blood, sir, white and red, you shall see a rose, and she were a rose indeed, if she had but Lysimachus. What, prithee? Bolt. Oh, sir, I can be modest. Lysimachus. That dignifies the renown of a bawd no less than it gives a good report to a number to be chaste. Exit Bult. Bawd. Here comes that which grows to the stalk, never plucked yet, I can assure you. Re-enter Bolt with Marina. Is she not a fair creature? Lysimachus. Faith, she would serve after a long voyage at sea. Well, there's for you, leave us. Bawd. I beseech your honor, give me leave, a word, and I'll have done presently. Lysimachus. I beseech you do. Bawd. To Marina. First, I would have you note, this is an honorable man. Marina. I desire to find him so, that I may worthily note him. Bawd. Next, he's the governor of this country, and a man whom I am bound to. Marina. If he govern the country, you are bound to him indeed, but how honorable he is in that I know not. Bawd. Pray you, without any more virginal fencing, will you use him kindly? He will line your apron with gold. Marina. What he will do graciously, I will thankfully receive. Lysimachus. How you done? Bawd. My lord, she's not paced yet, you must take some pains to work her to your manage. Come, we will leave his honor and her together. Go thy ways. Exeunt Bawd, Pander and Bult. Lysimachus. Now, pretty one, how long have you been at this trade? Marina. What trade, sir? Lysimachus. Why, I cannot name, but I shall offend. Marina. I cannot be offended with my trade. Please you to name it. Lysimachus. How long have you been of this profession? Marina. Ever since I can remember. Lysimachus. Did you go to so young? Were you a gamester at 5 or at 7? Marina. Earlier too, sir, if now I be one. Lysimachus. Why, the house you dwell in proclaims you to be a creature of sale. Marina. Do you know this house to be a place of such resort, and will come into't? I hear say you are of honorable parts, and are the governor of this place. Lysimachus. Why, hath your principal made known unto you who I am? Marina. Who is my principal? Lysimachus. Why, your herb-woman, she that sets seeds and roots of shame and iniquity. Oh, you have heard something of my power, and so stand aloof from more serious wooing. But I protest to thee, pretty one, my authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place, come, come. Marina. If you were born to honor, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy of it. Lysimachus. How's this? How's this? Some more, be sage. Marina. For me, that am a maid, though most ungentle fortune have placed me in this sty, where, since I came, diseases have been so dearer than physic, oh, that the gods would set me free from this unhallowed place, though they did change me to the meanest bird that flies I the purer air. Lysimachus. I did not think thou couldst have spoke so well, ne'er dreamed thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, thy speech had altered it. Hold, here's gold for thee, persever in that clear way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee. Marina. The good gods preserve you. Lysimachus. For me, be you thoten that I came with no ill intent, for to me the very doors and windows savour vilely. Fare thee well. Thou art a piece of virtue, and I doubt not but thy training hath been noble. Hold, here's more gold for thee. A curse upon him, die he like a thief, that robs thee of thy goodness. If thou dost hear from me, it shall be for thy good. Re-enter Bolt. Bolt. I beseech your honor, one piece for me. Lysimachus. Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper! Your house, but for this virgin that doth prop it, would sink and overwhelm you. Away! Exit. Bolt. How's this? We must take another course with you. If your peevish chastity, which is not worth a breakfast in the cheapest country under the cope, shall undo a whole household, let me be gelded like a spaniel. Come your ways. Marina. Whither would you have me? Bolt. I must have your maidenhead taken off, or the common hangman shall execute it. Come your ways. We'll have no more gentlemen driven away. Come your ways, I say. Re-enter BWD. Bod. How now? What's the matter? Bolt. Worse and worse, mistress. She has here spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus. Bod. Oh, abominable! Bolt. She makes our profession as it were to stink afore the face of the gods. Bod. Mary, hang her up forever. Bolt. The nobleman would have dealt with her like a nobleman, and she sent him away as cold as a snowball, saying his prayers too. Bod. Bolt, take her away, use her at thy pleasure, crack the glass of her virginity, and make the rest malleable. Bolt. And if she were a thornier piece of ground than she is, she shall be ploughed. Marina. Hark, hark, you gods! Bod. She conjures, away with her. Would she had never come within my doors! Mary, hang you! She's born to undo us. Will you not go the way of womankind? Mary, come up, my dish of chastity with rosemary and bays. Exit. Bolt. Come, mistress, come your way with me. Marina. Whither wilt thou have me? Bolt. To take from you the jewel you hold so dear. Marina. Prithee, tell me one thing first. Bolt. Come now, your one thing? Marina. What canst thou? You wish thine enemy to be? Bolt. Why, I could wish him to be my master, or rather, my mistress. Marina. Neither of these are so bad as thou art, since they do better thee in their command. Thou hold'st a place, for which the pains fiend of hell would not in reputation change. Thou art the damned doorkeeper to every cloistrel that comes inquiring for his tib. To the choleric fisting of every rogue thy ear is liable, thy food is such as hath been belched on by infected lungs. Bolt. What would you have me do? Go to the wars, would you? Where a man may serve 7 years for the loss of a leg, and have not money enough in the end to buy him a wooden one. Marina. Do anything but this thou doest. Empty old receptacles, or common shores of filth, serve by indenture to the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this, for what thou professest, a baboon, could he speak, would own a name too dear. Oh, that the gods would safely deliver me from this place! Here's gold for thee. If that thy master would gain by me, proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, and dance, with other virtues, which I'll keep from boast, and I will undertake all these to teach. I doubt not but this populous city will yield many scholars. Bolt. But can you teach all this you speak of? Marina. Prove that I cannot, take me home again, and prostitute me to the basest groom that doth frequent your house. Bolt. Well, I will see what I can do for thee. If I can place thee, I will. Marina. But amongst honest women. Bolt. Faith, my acquaintance lies little amongst them. But since my master and mistress have bought you, there's no going but by their consent. Therefore I will make them acquainted with your purpose, and I doubt not but I shall find them tractable enough. Come, I'll do for thee what I can. Come your ways. Exeunt.